I made it to Colonel Allensworth State Park in the middle of the Central Valley of California. Hello, you have found my channel, The Crafty Traveler. My name is Lonnie, and I am a 71-year-old female who loves to camp and travel. I'm saying goodbye to my husband for the next 4 months as I travel across country with my little schnauzer Snickers. We're traveling in my Mini Winnie and towing my Honda. Come and subscribe to my channel and follow our adventures. Thanks for watching. Well, I made it to Colonel Allensworth Historic State Park in the middle of nowhere. It was a wild ride because my RV trip wizard Garmin did not even recognize the state park. So I put in the road that it's on, and I followed those directions first, and that led me around to a dirt road, and I wasn't going to go down on that one. I probably should have. It was probably been better than what I did. So I went to Google Maps, and Google Maps took me over hill and dale and county roads and dirt and potholes and bumpy roads. I got to this one spot that was really bad, and I was about ready to unhook my car and turn around, and a Caltrans worker came up and asked me where I was going, and I told him. He said, "Oh, just go up this road, it's not bad." All right, we're gonna try this. Just stay over to the side and go slow, and then you turn down this other road, and then you turn again on 24, and so I did. I continued on. I was going like 10 miles an hour, and the bumps were bad. I just tried to swerve around the best I could, and I finally made it to the park. It's a beautiful little park. Here, I'll show you what I'm looking at. This is the view. I'm sitting by my RV. This is the view out my door. There are a few campers here. I had reservations, so I don't have to self-register, but you can self-register, and you can see that there aren't many people here. Now, way over in that section, I think that's the Corps of Engineers, or maybe Boy Scouts or something. I think it's Boy Scouts that are staying the night. And then as I was driving around to see the buildings, the actual park ranger drove up to me and asked me how I was doing and if I had questions. I told her I was camping at the campground, and I was already there, and I had reservations, and I did find my site. And I asked her about the road directions, and she said, well, that Google Maps is probably the Caltrans map, and 43, the main road that comes here from 99, has been flooded until yesterday. In fact, there was one section that was still a little flooded, but it was traversable, and there was a Caltrans truck right there, so I didn't have any problem crossing that. So she directed me on how to get out of here tomorrow, a lot easier. Anyway, it was an adventure, let me tell you, and I was just keeping my fingers crossed that nothing bad was going to happen. I just took it slow and went down those potholey, dirty, bumpy roads, and I made it. So I'm here with Snickers tonight, and we didn't get here soon enough for the visitor center to be open, so I just went around and took some pictures and videos of the building, and I'll give you some history when I edit. Allensworth. Established on August 3, 1908, the town of Allensworth was the vision of Lieutenant Colonel Allensworth, born in 1842. Allensworth escaped slavery during the Civil War and joined the Union Navy. In 1886, he became the chaplain of the 24th Infantry Regiment, retiring in 1906 as the highest-ranking African-American officer in the U.S. Army. On June the 30th, 1908, Colonel Allensworth, Professor William Payne, Dr. W. H. Peck, Harry Mitchell, J. W. Palmer formed the California Colony, home promoting the association. They purchased land at this location to build the town of Allensworth, the only town in California founded, built, governed, and populated entirely by African American people, and now is part of the California State Historical Landmark. And this is where the campground is, right here on the grounds. I'm already parked because I'm in the car driving around. It's a state park campground. I guess there's no full hookups, but there is water spigots, but I was just told that you have to boil the water. Well, I've got enough water to last me the one night, so I'm not too worried about it. This is my view at the back of the campground of the little town of Allensworth. I'll be going and looking at some of the buildings soon. Here's my site, number 10, and it's a pretty long site. It's asphalt, plenty of room for my RV and my car, and then there's a little picnic table and a pavilion and a fire pit. There's no hookups, but there is water spigots, trash cans, and there are restrooms and showers. I made it to Colonel Allensworth State Park in the middle of the Central Valley of California. And boy, was it hard to get here. I hope I can get out easier than I got here. This is the state park that used to be a community of all African American people. It was established after World War II, and there's still buildings around, and I know there are placards on each building, so I might go around and pick a few. The two-room schoolhouse was built in 1912, replacing the smaller schoolhouse that, though the purchase by Josephine Allensworth, became the town's library. Okay, I'm leaving the schoolhouse and we're driving around. This is Colonel Allensworth's house. This is the Dotson house, and it was 3 rooms, and it was built in 1914. And on this property of the Dotson house, it looks like there's a shed. They could have been a outhouse and possibly a smokehouse, and then a very nice barn. I'm sure some of these buildings have been refurbished. It's now part of the state park. This house is the Stockett house, and it has 6 rooms, and it was built in 1913. This is the Hackett house, and it looks like it has about 8 rooms. It's a big house. It must have been a big family. This is the First Baptist Church, In August of 1914, Colonel Allensworth conveyed the property for the church to be Northern California Baptist Convention. The building of the church was top priority for the community. It was built in 1916. This is the Dickerson Library, and it was built in 1913. Mrs. Josephine Allensworth had it built to be the school at first, and then once the new school was built, it turned into library. This was the Scott Gross General Store at one time. It was the store of the community. I bet you can tell what this was. It was the barber shop. This is the Smith house, and it looks like it has 6 rooms. And this is the dog park. They have a pretty good-sized dog park. I'll have to bring Snickers later. There's a bunny on that stoop. No, that is not an ornament. I've seen him move. And he is on the stoop of this little house, which is the Epedemic house, with the bunny on the stoop. This was another store. This is the Hindeman store. This is the Allensworth Hotel. Big hotel of Allensworth. Okay, I hope you liked this video. I hope it was interesting for you and educational. This is the only African American fully developed, discovered, and governed and populated by African American people after the 1900s. So I thought that was very interesting. And now it is a state historical park. So if you're in the Central Valley area, just north of Bakersfield, it's in the between Highway 5 and 99. It would be worth a drive here just to see some of the buildings and the history. Oh, I do hear a train, but it's pretty much in the distance, I think. I hope it doesn't bother me at night. It probably won't. I'll put my earphones on, my earplugs in, my CPAP on. Oh, it is kind of loud. Yep, it's right there. Yep, there's the train, and I'm sure they run at night. So, earplugs and CPAP so I can sleep tonight. I hope you liked the video. Give me a thumbs up, comment, share, and subscribe. Stay crafty, smart, creative, and safe. Today is April the 13th, if I didn't say so already. Tomorrow, we go back to Barstow, KOA, one of my favorite places to go in Barstow. I don't know if I'll do much of a video unless there's something interesting happening tomorrow. Okay, thanks for watching.